on my little show called Ain't Sugarcoating Shit. Yeah. We had a couple of little questions and shit we got from some people that DM me some questions. We got David S. from Ann Arbor, Michigan. David says, I have a great job, own my home and car, but can't get a decent woman. Well, I'll tell you like this, David. What is a decent woman? Are you with her for the looks or for the substance of her? Because let me just put it to you like this, man. Most of these, I ain't saying all women, and they gonna get mad at me and say, oh, you can't put this in. But I'm saying most women, right? A lot of them, if you take off that $400 wig, take off them eyelashes, all them other those magical tricks that they do, you'll be looking at me or your uncle or your brother. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you is about, you said find a decent woman. You know, a lot of us need to stick in our, ooh, look at his gut. A lot of us need to just stick with what we got going on, man. Because we be out here searching and we go beyond what we able to do. You know what I'm saying? So what you need to do is just focus on you. Focus on what you got going on, and the love will come to you. See, a lot of men and women, but I'm speaking on the men. We be searching and searching, talking about a decent woman, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You meet a woman, and if her conversation is about who you are, then you take it a little further. But when she get to talking about what kind of car you drive, with all this shit, yo, man, she ain't the one, David. So, you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, brother, just take your time and you'll find it. All right, we got a question from Cal J from Birmingham, Alabama. He said, what's your thoughts on the president? I don't have one. I ain't into the politics. I don't really know. I know I hear people always talk about some, oh, well, you know, you vote for the aldermen and the councilmen, and they the people that really matters, this and that. Yo, man, let me tell you something. Man, all these politicians is full of shit, man. All of them crooked. You ain't, because you just put it like this. You ain't finna catch no lamb hanging out with a whole bunch of lions, and they letting him hang, and he just going with them chilling. No. So that's why, you know, all these politicians is crook. They really be mad at each other because one might move up a little higher than the other one. So I don't really have a take on it. I just know that, you know, we've been fooled so long. Like, and everybody, they thought as soon as Obama came to office, like, black people was going, all of a sudden, the dream was going to be for real. Man, he didn't do nothing for us. People get mad about that, but man, he didn't do nothing but sell us out because he flipped the script on us. So, you know what I mean? And he didn't do nothing. And then I say with the president, I don't know. Everybody want to say he prejudiced. I don't know. I'm prejudiced sometimes. I talk about blacks, whites, Chinese. You know, it's me. But what I'm saying is that at least, you know, I'd rather have somebody that I know don't like me and tell me they don't like me and show me they don't like me. And for all these years you be fooled and shit. Because none of them politicians did nothing. If you even think about it from the start of the founding fathers, they was slave owners and all that shit. They was crooked. They had some shit said liberty and justice for all. And we know that shit wasn't for real. So, yeah, I don't got no take on the president, man. It is what it is. I've been here 56 years and I ain't seen one keep a promise. Only thing they promise is to keep your ass down and out. And they have stood by that. All right, we got Linda H. from Media, Pennsylvania says, why is it okay for blacks to call each other the N-word, but white folks get attacked when they say it? I don't know, but honey, I advise you not to say it around some black folks. Me, shit don't bother me. It's just a word. It's just a word. I was with my friends, like I said yesterday. I sat around my friends, and in a 20-minute interval, we said nigga 36 times each other. Nobody was offended. I guess it's about who say it. But to me, it ain't. I don't care who say it. It don't affect me at all. Hitting me or touching me, that's something different. But that other shit, words. So I just advise you, Linda, don't say it around any black people. That's all. Let me see who we got here. Rebecca J. She didn't say where she from, but what's your thoughts about the church and how it's different than when you were young? Oh Lord. Let me just say this. People gonna be mad at me. They always mad at me, and I don't care. I'm just say what I want. Man, the church is full of it. Because let me tell you something. When my grandfather was, I think he was a particular good man, great man. Reverend Eddie Lee. He pastored 3 churches. He worked at the Piggly Wiggly and Thurgood Marshall School doing floors. And he worked, and I don't know how they paid the bills then, but it was, and they took offerings and stuff like that. But I saw them help the community. At least we ate every Sunday at church. So that was good. But as far as the church, man, today, it just don't seem right. I haven't been in a while. I used to have to go to church 3 times on Sunday, Wednesdays, Thursdays. It would seem like we was in church more than we was at home. But what it was is that it was different. And people gonna get mad. And let me tell you something. I ain't bashing nobody, because I got gay family members, and I love people that's, homos or whatever. But I'm just saying, that shit didn't happen in church, man. You couldn't do, we feel like, because the minute that I saw that they had this openly, oh no, my connection bad, but they had this openly gay pastor, and he introduced the first husband. Now that shit didn't go on when I was going to church. I don't care how y'all get mad or whatever, because when I was young, the first lady sat her ass on the first pew, crossed her legs, and looked at the pastor while he preached, and amen, and amen. She wore the nice hats. Her and the mother sat on that side, and the first lady sat here, and now they got the first husband. I don't understand it. I'm not saying what somebody feels sexually. That's your thing. But I'm saying this. How is it that when we used to go to church, they used to emphasize on this? It's an abomination, and now it's, well, and I'm not saying you can't be that. I'm just saying you shouldn't have an office in church. You shouldn't be no pastor. You shouldn't be head of the choir or none of that. I'm just saying from my perspective, because it goes against that. That really is what confused a lot of people. It confused me, because I go to church and I'm like, I thought they said you go to hell if you do that. I thought they destroyed a whole city because of that. Because they tried to freak the angels. I remember the Lot and his wife story, and I don't get it, because they allow so much now in church. Last time I went to church, man, I thought I was in Studio 54, and y'all know that's a club that used to be in New York that everything go on, and that's how it be. So my thoughts on church now is I'm not going. I'm not going to, and then also I'm not about to get, because can you tell me where God bank at? is it PNC, TD Bank, Chase? Where does God bank at? Because who am I giving my 10% to? Because God is he don't need no money. But I want to know where he bank at, and I send it right to him or cash app him. But I'm not giving no pastor, no church, 10% of my earnings. I don't even want to give my lady 10% of the bills. So, no, I'm not giving them. No, I just think it's just a fluke. And then I see all these mega churches, man. These folks living in mansions and planes and all this shit, and the people who giving their money catching the bus there or the church van, or and y'all say, oh well, no, the money is to help the church. Man, who need them big old churches like that? You don't need all of that stuff. You get a regular screen, put it up there. If it's about God, that's what it's about. Because the old churches, they used to sit, they ain't had none of that magical. They didn't even have a microphone. That's why you had to be quiet sometimes so you can hear the pastor. They didn't have all them things, and people was more close knit with God than they are now. Now it's a fashion show. It's just like everybody bickering about the pastor and his wife with the dress. From his whole behavior, I think he a batty boy, and I think she a freakazoid, and I mean, first ladies here, I ain't saying they supposed to be old and ugly, but come on, man. We already knew she shouldn't have that on, and that's how it is in church now. Like, I just ain't going. Me and God, I could talk to him right now. I ain't got to go through no pastor. I ain't got to give him no money. No. Jesus chased him out of there about money. I ain't giving up nothing. So, yeah, church ain't what it used to be. And I don't know where it is we going, but I tried my best. I know my mama gonna be mad, but mama, all that stuff we learned, it just though I always was confused even about the Adam and the Eve shit, because it was said he was the first. He made him out of clay, blew the breath in him. And then he had some sons, and them niggas couldn't get along, and so one killed the other one, and then he got put out and went somewhere else and married somebody. So where did they come from? And they said, well, it's your own interpretation of the Bible. No, man, that was all made up. Now that we got the information, because that's the one thing about life now, is that you can get information about a lot of things. Because I think about even when I was in school, right? And I was in school in Alabama. Me and my brother, we went down this town, Evergreen, Alabama. Shout out to Evergreen. And I had this one American history teacher. I'll never forget this bitch name, Miss Brown. She flunked me, so I had to go to school an extra year. Supposed to graduated 1 year, I had to go back and get my diploma. But she used to make us write down everything that she would say in class. That's how you got graded. By when she would speak, you would have to write it down, what she was saying. And all of it was lies. She used to push so hard that Christopher Columbus was a great person. And then once we got older and realized, he was a piece of shit, man. He went over there. How you discover some shit that somebody already there? And then you go over there and kill the folks and all that. And then you backed by the woman who got slave ships and all that. Yo, we used to sit in the class, and I knew she was one of them old Southern. She probably, if she didn't have a slave, her mammy and pappy had one. Guarantee you. Miss E. Brown, I think it was. But yeah, to this day, I know she long gone, but sorry, I hated that lady. But okay, so she would tell us all these tales about everything American, how it was, the Indians, they stole the Indian shit and killed them. They did the Mexicans. Now the Mexicans fighting with ICE for some land that's theirs, really. Theirs and the Indians. This is America. Man, America started from us running from the same shit we did to people. They ran from the king to come over here and do black people dirty and low class people, not just blacks. But yeah, man. So like I think about it, people be like, yeah, what would you, if you had one wish, what would you wish? And a lot of people be like, oh, to be a millionaire. Me, because I'm so petty. I'm so petty. I wish that I had this information that I have access to now. I wish I had that and could go back to high school times, because I would get in front of the class and tell them, yo, this heifer lying to us. This is da-da-da-da. Christopher Columbus was a murdering piece of trash. All the founding fathers was murderous pieces of slavery trash. Like they fooled us all them years, man. And we went along with it. She should have gave me an A just for being black. For real, man. I just think about all those times that we was lied to. And now that's why I say kids today should be very happy, because y'all got so much information that y'all don't have to believe what somebody sit in front of you and tell you. You can look it up yourself. We didn't have that. They had just, when I got there, they had just got computers where it was still the lines. Shit, when you did play a game, it was just the ball and line. Yeah, before Atari. Well, not before Atari. Because Atari was around before then. But yeah, man. And that's what they did. She did. It just always left a bad, and I hate I'm petty like that. But sometimes when some certain things cross me beyond crossing, I just can't let it go, and I could never let it go with her. I really despise that lady. I stopped liking people with the last name Brown just because of her. That's how much I hated Miss Brown from Evergreen High School that used to teach history. I did not like that lady. Oh, I loved Miss McCrary, Miss Perriman. I loved her, but I hated Miss Brown. Ooh, Lord. You ever wish that? Now let me get off of that. All right, we got another person. Let me see, because we don't want to get too much. Okay, Jennifer T from the Bronx asked the question, what is your take on the Diddy situation? Okay. Now, I know a lot of people done blocked me for my thoughts and all that, but really and truly, I don't think he should have went to prison. I don't think he should have been charged. Because let's keep it real. Y'all be acting like y'all from somewhere else. Man, half the motherfuckers we know that's been married 40, 50 years, they husband used to smack their ass once in a while. But I ain't saying this right, but we went there. Y'all know now. Motherfuckers that's in y'all family that's together with a nigga that's beating the shit out of your family, and y'all don't even get involved. Girl, he love you though. Girl, it's gonna be we are so, but because it was an entertainment. Everybody saw that shit with Cassie. It was like, oh my God, Jesus. Like they never seen that. Man, if you lived in the hood, you seen that shit. Not even if you in the hood, you seen that shit. Domestic violence is always around. And that shit be happening. And let me tell you something. If he was a janitor at the high school, none of that shit would have came out. For one, she wouldn't even dealt with him. That's why I say, when I was young, like you know what I'm saying? Just keep it at 100. Everybody with a little power act like that. For example, I always had to speak on me. So, I was a little sheltered kid, didn't get to do much. But when I got out and got a taste of it and started feeling myself, had a couple of dollars, man, shit, I used to make some women do shit that, otherwise they wouldn't do. I ain't take nothing. Now, y'all don't try to say I did none of that. I ain't made nobody. I'm just saying, for the fact of whatever status they thought I was or whatever they thought I had, they did shit that they wouldn't have done for a broke motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cassie wouldn't have been with Al from the gas station. And if Al from the gas station was beating her ass like Diddy did or doing whatever he did, nobody wouldn't have said nothing. Yeah, everybody had it was the same women that was, oh my God, I can't believe, and how can you condone that? I didn't condone nothing. I just said I know it happens. I seen it, and that ain't nothing that is new. Like, yo, you can't tell me shit. I know a motherfucker was beating his motherfucking wife. They was married at least 50 years. He was beating her all the time. I knew whenever he got mad or wanted to go see his other girl. And when he died in the obituary, they put he was a loving husband, a loving father, and all that shit. And I know he knocked his wife out plenty of times. I was a young kid and seen it. But still, you know what I mean? That shit be happening. I ain't saying it's right. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, even men, like, they don't think it's wrong when a woman stab a man up. Oh, he deserve it. That's why I said, man, a lot of, and especially, man, especially black women, man, they love to, women in general, right? They try to make it like black men is the worst thing on God's earth. When we try to compete to stay up with y'all because your fucking hair done start costing more and your fucking nails. I remember you could get your nails and your toes done $35. Shit. You can't even get a motherfucker, what they call a refill for $35. It is expensive. So you know, and that's what men do. They attract it, so they go out and hustle or they get good jobs to take care of a woman who says, yo, if you ain't got this, I don't want to be. What happened to where motherfuckers? I remember people used to love, like, granddad and all them, man, they used to work and take care of the home, and they women loved them for that. Now you gotta be a certain status, you gotta have the clothes to get, you know what I'm saying? And then you want all these things, but when you take off all that shit that I done bought you, you look like me. Then I ain't happy, and then you go to the next one. That's why I say you gotta find somebody that you and them are compatible outside of materialistic shit or what they can do for you. Y'all on the same page with that aura. Because that should be hard to find, man. Motherfuckers use it. You know, I was a womanizer at times. Back in the day, shit. People know that. I used to didn't want to work, and you know what I'm saying. Shit. I admit my flaws. That used to be my MO. Shit. And that was the curse. You tall. I was, you know, I'm ugly now, but back then I'm tall, pretty handsome. I could talk that shit. Had, you know, some clothes, so I could play the role. And I put it down. I put it down. You know what I mean? So I was able to get away with some shit. But you know, when you get older and your knee get bad and you ain't pumping like you used to, you got to start doing that manly shit. So I understand that, but nah, we be like, yo, and they defend every fucking thing but us. Like a motherfucker, yo, man, a brother ain't gonna win. They want me to defend some shit in the street. Like they get on there, they defend Rashida and every bitch on Love and Hip Hop, but you want to sit down and tell how you feeling, or you being sensitive, or you being sassy. Oh, you so sassy. Cause I want to speak up on you mistreating me. Well, call me sassy then. Cause I'm about this. If somebody do something to me, I'm saying, and y'all know I voice my opinion. They should have never had social media. Cause I know I would first want to get on there and tell everything. I wouldn't tell my business, but somebody do something to me, I'm fuck. Yo, can you believe this? But you know that's just how life be. But we on. Men and women ain't never got along for real, except back in the day. And I think our parents, you know, our grandparents and all that, they put on a role for us. They was like, yo, we just got to keep it in line for them. These days, motherfuckers don't care. This is run, then shit, you can't even trust it, nothing now, because every nigga, most of them, they down low. Then most of the women, they fucking, they going on girls trip, licking each other the whole trip. You don't know what, like it just be, everything so sexually. It ain't nothing about love no more. That shit is, so anybody that's out here talking about they looking for love, baby, you better go find that shit in God or something. Because and I ain't saying it again. I'm not saying people, It's all people. I'm just saying the majority. The majority. I done went off the topic of my questions. Let me see. I think I read all the questions that they sent me. Oh no, Keenan P from Gary, Indiana. What's your take on slavery? I wasn't there, so I ain't got no take. Be honest. I know it was a bad time. I heard about it. I seen things. I know, hey, we gonna go through this and go through that. I done heard all the stories. I wasn't there. I know my grandfather told me some shit, and I was thinking about when Kanye had said that thing. He was like, "Yo, man, slavery was a choice." Now, if you look deep into it, if you get philosophical, my brother. Nah, but if you look into it, it is because you could have ran, and they was gonna either kill you or whatever. But if you didn't want to do the work, shit, hey, go ahead. You already beating on me, man. Go on, get me up out of here, kill me, and let me go on wherever I'm going to the ancestors and get that shit over with. You know what I'm saying? You had niggas plainly in the house with the slave, sweeping, cleaning, taking care of the babies, and telling on the other slaves. Same shit that happened in these days of time. But this is what I'm saying when they say it's a choice, because you could have just died. That's shit. I got a woman from my mom sometimes, and I'd be like, God, I wish I could die. So I just imagine a motherfucker beating you with a whip in the sun, and I'm not laughing about it. It's just, I'm silly, but I'm not taking away nothing from it. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand it because, in us blacks, man, we got chips on our shoulders, man, from everything. Every fucking thing is wrong for us because now you look at the Holocaust, man, shit, I seen that thing with all them baby shoes and hair, and they didn't even feed them. At least, us slaves, they gave us some chitlins and some shit, to eat. Them folks, they get nothing. You look at them films and see them sunken like that, that's horror to me. You know what I mean? But I can't, like, it's been plenty different types of slaves, not just blacks. It was just here in America that we dealt with it, so that's why it's so emphasized. But I'm just saying that, and then now that they got fucking Trump in office, these black crazy, yo, he gonna bring slavery back. Bullshit. And if he do, everybody gonna be gone. Because for one, these niggas today ain't about the work. They don't like no work. These niggas today, let me tell you something. If you put them out there in the cotton field, them motherfuckers gonna be on TikTok. They gonna be out there making TikToks instead of picking cotton. So, yo, listen, that shit ain't gonna work these days. And then they saying, oh yeah, nah, these niggas, they ain't gonna go for that. Man, please, man. Listen, I seen the toughest ones. As soon as the police come around, they hide their hand. If you really thorough like that, you ain't caring about no authority. Just like I say back in the day. Man, them big ass mandingos, man, them big brothers, man, strong. Yo, man, and them scrawny ass overseers, man, y'all could have gathered all together and killed them and took over the plantation yourself. Like, I'm just saying. I don't know. I wasn't there. And if they had slavery today, believe me, go ahead and put me on the firing squad because I already don't work to get. I don't even like to work now and get paid. So just imagine working and don't get paid. Man, go ahead. Go ahead, take me on out there. Shit, no, I'm not, so like it just, people don't be liking you to speak their mind, and everybody want to be politically correct. When, man, that's the reason we in the jam that we in, because everybody want to be, oh no, that ain't right. Nah, man, let's speak up on some shit. Even when it come to me, motherfucker don't have no problem telling me about myself. Shit, you know how many times I heard things and I overlooked it, but I knew it was true. Like, yo, I be petty, I be holding on and shit. And if I do something to somebody, I want them to forgive me right away. But for me, somebody do something to me, it'd be 3 years, and I'd be like, I remember that. You know, so I understand my character flaws and know the shit that I have to deal with. People don't be liking to deal with that. A lot of these motherfuckers, and then what be killing me is, you know what I'm saying, just keep it real. A lot of motherfuckers that's be on here, especially on my page, I know you personally. So I know the bullshit, just like you know me personally. You know that, yeah, Derek did this, Derek did that. I ain't hide none of that. I had a crazy past. A lot of shit I did I shouldn't have done. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, not regrets, but a lot of things I should have done I didn't do. But a lot of y'all put on and a motherfucker really be knowing. And instead of y'all saying, you know what I'm saying? Because I had some people fall out with me about my take on a lot of things, man. On how I'm feeling and you know it's real. Y'all so be, motherfucker had death for R. Kelly. They had death. Oh no, I can't believe that he did that to them young girls. And most the same women that was saying it was the young girls who the niggas that was older was coming up to the high school, picking y'all up, taking y'all and doing y'all. And y'all had the nerve to talk about what was going on there. Like, I ain't saying abuse is bad. Shit, I was sexually abused. Not by no man. Now, ain't nobody did it me, but I was abused, and I told. And when I told, they didn't believe me, but I didn't want to go back to the place. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about, oh, she's a victim. You want to... Yo, man, let me tell you something, man. Somebody, you a grown-ass person, somebody mistreating you, you can leave. Yeah, it's been incidents where they go to the law and because of who the person is, this and that. But let me tell you, man, for real, like that whole thing, man, with that, because the lady asked me about the Diddy thing, so that's what I'm talking. That whole thing, when the trial came out, we found out Cassie was a bigger fucking freak than he was. He wanted to do some solo shit, and she was out here. No, we need plenty of dicks. You know what I mean? So, and everybody still was like, well, but, you know, he took advantage of her because, no, man, she knew what she was getting into. And everybody, y'all all talking that shit. Yo, man, listen, I've been around hip hop and that stage. I was born in Newark, New Jersey, so I know all the rappers from there, all the shit. I was in Atlanta in the 2000s to 06 in every party, every club with every star it was. Let me tell you something. When it was a party, even when Diddy had his restaurant, Justin's, motherfuckers used to get in line to go in there. When it used to be a Diddy party, that shit line used to be like they was giving out free shit and everybody was trying to get in there. Everybody. They knew, and most of you knew what was going on. Like, man, to keep it real, shit, in the 2000s, a girl in Atlanta, I know, they didn't even fuck with you if you ain't had no ecstasy for them. For real. Because it was just for them to feel good. I ain't saying take advantage of nobody. I'm just saying, man, stop playing victim when you put yourself in this situation. That's just like a nigga selling crack and get caught and sitting in jail 30 years and say, man, damn, they're like, it's illegal. You got to be slicker. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's just what it is. But everybody be trying to play this role, man, and oh no, it be suitable for them. Cause I've watched the same fucking motherfuckers that I know be like, D, I can't believe that you said that. And I know that you a freak, that you done freak men and women. And I know you ain't no good. But you telling me I'm wrong for saying what he did. Like, yo, motherfucker straight crucified R. Kelly. I don't know what the man did. I know everybody tried to make it like, oh, Aaliyah. Man, Aaliyah was a whore. Let's keep it funky. She messed with everybody. She messed with a whole crew of niggas. They all hung out together. Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and R. Kelly. She slept with all three of them. So, come on, man. I hate she died because I love the music, but yo, come on, man. We trying to act like she was an angel nah. And then y'all just straight crucify R. Kelly. Oh, I can't believe that. But y'all ain't said nothing about that uncle who been doing that shit for 30 years in y'all family. That he done generational rapes. That he done went from you to your little cousin that grew up, and he's still sitting around the family at the cookouts. Oh, yeah, girl. and y'all ain't said shit about him. Y'all ain't put him in jail. Y'all ain't saying good for him. That's because people love to jump on that bandwagon of what's wrong and what's right. And before y'all knew the allegations, all y'all motherfuckers was singing R. Kelly. Step in the name of love, my ass. All y'all was doing it. So it just be killing me that people be like just jumping on shit and you know it ain't cool. It ain't cool. Nah, it ain't cool for abuse. But motherfuckers been doing that shit for years, man. Women too. We got some Sheena Kellys out this movie. Let's not forget about them that take advantage of young men that do it. Shit. My first kiss was with somebody that was older than me. She knew better, but she did better. I'm just saying, but it just be getting to me, and I shouldn't have this much anger about somebody, but that shit be bothering me, man, because everybody be trying to be politically correct on shit when it comes to somebody else, but not them. People will justify. They'd be like, oh, nah, you shouldn't take that. Nah, girl, you don't deserve that. And then go home to their husband who got 4 side chicks. The fuck out, man. Nobody ain't got time for that shit, man. I be making it like, no. That's how 2026 should be. Like, yo, we should just call it what it is. Stop being politically correct on shit, man. Like, everybody want to say, what's right, what's wrong. And then now social media, everybody will jump on it. No, he didn't. No, he didn't say that. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He said it. He did. Yo, because you got to understand, we, like me, shit, even with women, man, shit, I done fumbled the ball so much. I done fumbled so many. I got the NFL record for fumbles. How many? I should go to Hall of Fame for the people I fumbled in my life. But see, I learned valuable lessons behind it. I learned some valuable lessons, and and truly by calming down, I learned to be a better man. Like I used to didn't want to work. I used to didn't want to do shit but have fun. And now these knees bad and shit, and I ain't got no retirement saved up. So I'm really fucked up. Oh my. Let me get off of that. But nah, seriously though, I was just answering a couple of questions I had some people that sent me because I'm gonna be doing, and I don't care if you be mad at me because I know half of you don't like me anyway. Talk about me, call me all kinds of this and that. Some of y'all wish I was dead in the ground, but I'm just dead sitting here. I'm getting older, looking older. That wear and tear getting down on me, but that ain't gonna stop me from thinking or saying what I feel. And what I feel is that a lot of shit we gotta correct. Like, yo, man, I'm just telling you, man, I'm just so tired of, man, walking around, man, and seeing all these little boys act like girls. Man, it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. I don't care. Like, it's heartbreaking. And these little girls that look like boys, I couldn't even tell. Motherfucker got offended with me because I said, "Oh, what's up, young king?" And it was a girl. I said, "Well, shit, you got on jeans, you dress like a." I didn't know your hair look. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But people they talking about, oh, just let people be what they be. I'm gonna tell you something. Been around 50-something years. Now, everything that you say is not for everybody. But I'm going to tell you this. Most of the people that I know that's like that, they had some kind of abuse done to them from somebody that's like that. And that's why they like that. And, we be coming with all kinds of trick, and I don't care. And I got gay family members. I'm all right. Hey. Do what you do, and that don't stop me from loving you. But I'm just saying, let's stop making excuses, and let's start, because if we stop having men and women, the world gonna end. How the hell? I don't know. This lady question got me off topic because I really be into it about that shit, especially like even in church. How you gonna want somebody to come to the Lord when the man who up there preaching is a batty boy? Like, It goes against everything in the world. Like that would be like you saying you going to a school to learn plumbing, and it's a motherfucker up there teaching you electricity. It don't make sense. It don't, that's what I'm saying. So that's why it's so much failure now with the youth. It's because they see these things. Like when you go to like, man, no way, man. God ain't God. The God that I was taught about, they say he never changed. He was always the same. So why is it now all of a sudden y'all saying it's different? Oh no, 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 God loves me. He said, no, he didn't no, because it says that no, you ain't going there. You ain't going up yonder. If you're getting ponded, I'm just keeping it funky. Motherfuckers be mad, man. Motherfuckers be mad, man. And just I don't understand it. When you know what it is. Like that's why I don't go to church. That's why. They say, oh, well, you don't supposed to go to church to follow the man. You go for God's word. So why am I going to go somewhere and hear words from a man? Oh, shit. Oh, that might have been God telling me something. That might have been God. I'm sorry, Lord. No, but why would I want to go and listen to a man tell me some truth that's living in a lie? Because that just shocked me when I seen that thing when they said, "Let me introduce my first husband." That's hold up, what? Man, no, man, nah. And people was praise God. No, no, not. I don't know. I guess it's a different God. Maybe I didn't get the memo. Maybe they got is it a different God that they got than the one that was in the King James that said that it was abomination and a lot of other shit? I'm just saying, and I ain't holy. Because I probably if my mom see this or my dad, he gonna tell my mom. My mom see this, she gonna call me and say, "You got on there with that blasphemy, Mom." I know you can't beat me from down in North Carolina, but Ma, that's how I feel. That's just how I feel, man. For so long, man, we just sugarcoat it and just go along with it, man, because we don't want the backlash of what somebody gonna say. I don't care. I'm at the point now, man. I probably got 16 summers left on this earth. I'm at the point now, I don't care what nobody think about me, say about me. I know I ain't had no great career. I know I wasn't an excellent dad. I know I damn sure wasn't a good husband or boyfriend all the time. I know all my flaws, and I'm okay with it. But the one thing I ain't doing no more, I just ain't getting along and going along. In my opinion, don't mean shit. But if you ask me something, I'm gonna say it and just feel it. And then once again, I pay my phone bill. So if I get on here and you don't like what I say and you block me, and that's cool. I don't talk to too many people anyway, except for my family. So it don't matter. But I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna say what I feel. Cause I felt some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. I'm petty. Y'all know it, petty Pendergrass. But I felt some type of way that my friend for years blocked me because of what I said about a certain situation. And I was telling the truth. Shit, we all sit around and dictate and tell this person that, but the shit that be going on right in your family, right in your home, you don't have none of that enthusiasm. You don't have none of that, let's fight and do this, all this rallying and shit. The Black Lives Matter, the people, they beat people for money, we found out. You know what I'm saying? All these people, like, yo. And then niggas swear they tough. Yo, look, let me tell you something. If y'all could take over a project, y'all could take over something else. You know what I mean? It's just like people got suggest selective shit. When they get ready to do it, that's when they do it. Nah, man. Nah. We just be letting shit go too far, man. It's too far. And I ain't beyond, being told my shit either. I know I got some things to work on, but I ain't working on them. I'm too old. Fuck that shit. I ain't working on nothing. I'm like that stubborn old man. Get off my lawn. I ain't, yo, because I seen it. I've seen that. No matter, even if you please people, you do whatever they want you to do. You go along. You humble yourself. They'll still fuck you over. Yeah. So, you better find your happiness in you and be okay with what you want to do for you and how you want to do it. A lot of people, they be talking, I was talking to a friend today, he was like, yo, man, like, yo, what you going through? I'm like, what you mean what you going through? He like, damn, man, you looking like you going through something. I'm like, yo, man, yeah, I'm going through something. Age, wear and tear. Motherfuckers, do you know I used to party all the time? Party all the time. Party. Yo, shit, man, hell. I know I ain't handsome no more, but I'm all right for 56. I don't care what nobody say. I'm missing a side tooth and a couple of teeth, but let me tell you, I'm still happy. Well, I ain't gonna say all the time happy. Because I be depressed, man. This motherfucker in there, man. I'm telling you, she driving me crazy, man. Nah. But nah, seriously, folks. This is just a rough draft of my little thing I'm gonna be doing and shit. And the name of it is called Ain't Sugar Coating Shit. Tell your friends about it. Y'all say I was funny. Support me. Damn, man, I need something, man. My bank account is in the negative. It's in the negative. And I got some shit coming out auto pay that it ain't there. So I don't know what to do. But nah, seriously, man, I'm just trying to find my lane, man. It is what it is. But y'all have a fantastic day. And yo, look, for my friends, and it's only two of y'all, I think it's my boy Rel from work with my ex job. They did me dirty, dog. But that's another thing. My niece Kamaya and somebody else was on it. I think my cousin Tiny. So, y'all send me, I ain't saying I don't want nobody to send me shit. I'm just saying, like, share my shit. What they say, share it, like it, send it so people can get, because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep working, but I'm going to try to find my lane, because I'll be watching shit on the internet, and I know I'm funnier than a lot of these motherfuckers, and they getting paid. I need to get some of this money. If a motherfucker clock that T and get paid, they done fix that nigga teeth. They ain't fix his body yet, but shit. Hey, that's what it is. I done seen plenty of these motherfuckers on the internet that is not funnier than me, that's getting paid. So the person told me that I spoke to about it, they said, yo, man, you got to stay consistent with it. You got to keep doing 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 it. Keep doing it. When you don't get it, because he told me, and this person is like an internet person now. He was like, yo, man, do you know, nigga, before you was watching my videos, I was doing that shit for 10 years. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, man. I said, damn, you been funny from the minute I saw it. But, the exposure. And now this internet thing can get on. So I'm going to get on here. See, I was kind of reluctant because I didn't want what people was going to say. But now I'm like, man, fuck it. Once I got on here, I thought about, man, if you can't understand that I got an opinion, you got an opinion, and right is right and wrong is wrong, well, fuck it. I don't need you in my life anyway. And shit, ain't nobody helping me, because my phone bill was due. I had to call my mama. It's rough the fuck out here. My woman wouldn't help me. She wouldn't even help me because she didn't want me to be on my phone. That's what it is. She's a hater. But that's another thing. We're going to talk about her later. But nah. Seriously, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking my shit, having a little fun. So y'all have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy. I'm going to be at the Coors Leor Core Center on August 17th. You should find me in my comedy special called, hey, motherfucker, you got $3 I can get real quick? Nah, but seriously, I'm just on here just being me, man. I think being me is just the simplest thing, because I don't want to work for nobody no more. I'm just being honest, man. I don't, man. And I seen corny motherfuckers getting paid off of this. So as long as I can keep my phone bill paid, I'm gonna try to get at this shit. And hey, if it don't work, it's plenty of things I tried. I tried to be a rapper, that shit didn't work. Drug dealer, that shit didn't work. So, I'm gonna try this internet shit, and if it don't work, hey, it's always Uber and all that shit. Cause these knees bad, man. I can't be standing up in no motherfucking place for 10 hours. I can't do it. If I was to show you my knee, one of them motherfuckers swole, you think shit, one knee like this and the other one like this, this old shit ain't fun, kids. Used to pick at my granddad and all them for limping, and now I'm running around here like Humpty Duck. This is how I walk now. This shit is bad, man. Somebody help me. I'm trying to get my career going on here on the internet. God damn. But seriously, folks, if y'all have some little questions and shit, just DM to me. I'm gonna read this shit online, get my perspective. Y'all say what y'all want, and then I'm gonna start because I got a little kit, right? But I must have left it on because my mic died on my fucking battery. My battery died on my mic, and my light on it is done went out. So, but I got a little kit my lady bought me. She was like, well, you always on the goddamn phone. Get on there and do something. You ain't bringing no money in for the bills. No, but yeah, y'all have a good one. Cause see, what it is, and then my phone dying already. And I ain't got Verizon. I don't even want to tell y'all who my carrier is. Y'all don't even know it. It's called. It's a company. The company called. It's like 10 cents. Yeah. I'm in bad shape, man. The nigga done fell off. And it's all right. It's all right. We all fall down. But kiss my butt. Nah, but seriously. Y'all check your boy out though, man. I'm gonna be doing. I got that shit on YouTube too, cause I'm trying to get paid, man. I'm trying to be on the internet, and I promise y'all, if I blow up and get money, I am not gonna act different. I'm gonna act real different. Nah. All right, much love, people. Peace. Damn phone dying. Or you see how old people do?